showtime.
Okay.
Good.
What issue do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about environmental disaster.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do environmental disasters
Educate
as a global
me.
waste trade. Okay, we'll start. No, start. Okay, Asante Randall.
What does it say about the
It's just saying
SD
my
card
SD
is full?
flawed. Please don't stare at it. It's fine.
You might have
It's
to
not
erase
actually
something.
full.
Okay.
I was struggling with trying to delete stuff. But
Okay.
We'll get to that point.
I can
at
show
some
you.
point. CC,
Only takes a second.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so hey everyone. We're going to share some environmental knowledge with our new friend here. Would you like to introduce your name and your social media handles as well?
International Zoe. On YouTube, it's International Zoe. Same on Instagram and Patreon and most places.
Okay. Well, my name is Nyasaina.
And I'm Cicely.
Okay, and we're here with the African Environmental Youth Advisory. And one of the environmental issues that we'd like to share with you, because you mentioned earlier that you don't know a lot about environmental issues, which is fine, is the global waste trade. Have you heard about anything like that?
No.
Okay. You say that you're from America. So
Yes.
what state?
New York City.
Okay, period. So I want to ask you about the recycling culture that there is in New York.
I think it's probably the whole U.S., but yes, now there's a blue bin for recycles and a green bin. Even in my house, I have to bring out the recycle bin on a particular day of the week and then the regular trash on another day. So America has been kind of early on that recycling and global waste and all that type of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is really fascinating because here in Kenya we don't have a really huge recycling culture. However, while I was doing my research in undergrad, I found out that there's this thing called the global waste trade, which involves a lot of countries in the global north actually sorting and shipping their waste to countries in the global south, specifically in Africa and in Southeast Asia.
So you're saying that America ships their waste here?
Yes.
Oh,
After
that's,
you do all the sorting, it's coming here.
Yeah.
so what do you guys do with it?
So, as you can see, you've probably seen we don't have a lot of waste management resources here. So a lot of the times this type of waste gets left in the
Dump
landfills or on the seashores. There's a specific place in Ghana where they dump electronics.
Wow.
It's actually one of the world's biggest electronic dump site. And there's a lot of environmental and health implications that the people in those frontline communities face, which I think is a really huge pressing concern because it gives rise to an issue called environmental injustice, clearly.
But my question is, if they ship it here,
Yes.
they're getting the people that are receiving it, or the companies or whatever, they're getting paid to receive it, but then they're not doing the right thing by it?
Okay.
Is that what's happening?
Well, it's not very clear
Okay.
on what is happening
Okay.
behind the closed doors.
Okay.
But personally, I wouldn't leave my house with trash and go dump it at my neighbor's house. I don't know if you would do that.
No, I definitely wouldn't do it. But you never know what's going on. So I think part of the problem would be finding out exactly why is it coming here.
Yes.
And someone has to be getting rewarded to receive it
Yes.
here or making the deal. Now, there's another thing to close your eyes to know what's happening once it gets here, because that happens in this world, People turn a blind eye to once, well, my part is done, I sent it and I paid.
Exactly.
And then even if you know someone is not doing the right thing when they
Right.
receive it, you still should be responsible for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that brings rise to the bigger issue. Why is there so much waste being produced, right? By people, tons and millions of packages and containers of waste is produced all over the world.
Yeah.
I think that we need to rethink our resources and what we use and to try and make the world a better place in one way or the other.
But I do a lot of traveling internationally. And even, I've seen it in New York that now they don't give plastic bags at the supermarket. They only have paper bags, or you bring your own bag. And I've seen that in Colombia, I've seen that in Brazil.
Yeah, and in
Kenya. Yeah, you're right, because I do have 3 bags that I bought from the supermarket.
Yes.
That when I go back to the supermarket, I always forget to bring it, and then you buy another one. But yeah, so I do see that. So I know that's not enough,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah,
The world is
it's
making some progress.
a little
Yeah.
bit, a little bit.
We can apply that to so many
Right.
other materials, but
Right.
I'm going to let Cece come in and share
The
with
specialist.
you something.
So definitely,
Okay.
you live in New York,
Yes,
you guys.
yes.
So you know a bit about environmental disasters, don't you? What was happening? Tell me something. Was there flooding? Wasn't there?
Flooding in New York?
Yes.
A long time ago. So that was some years ago. That was the first time we ever had a flood down in Manhattan. And it was a big deal. We thought it was, at that time, that was over 10 years ago though. At that time I was living in New York City in Manhattan. I was living in Harlem. And they thought that because of the level of where Harlem and all the black people live, that the water was going to flood, but it never made it down. It just flooded the rich areas of Manhattan. But it did do a lot of damage in Long Island and certain other areas, but you know, it's somehow missed where the black people were.
I'm pretty sure this year there was also some flooding, right?
I don't know. I know that but now I live in the country, so I don't really know exactly what's going on in the 5 boroughs in the city. So I live upstate. It's very green. It's very, you know, it's very laid back and relaxed. And it's a different life than living in a fast rat race of the 5 boroughs. So, and I have lived out of the city for 12 years now. So I'm, you know, it's not like it's another world, but I don't get to see it the same way, you know?
So when you say you live in the country, like, do you mean?
It was like upstate New York. New York is a huge state, right? Then when you say you live in the city, it's 5 boroughs: Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. So, you know, Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. Okay. When you go outside of that, you know, you have Long Island, but then New York goes another 7 hours upstate. So anything out of the city is upstate, considered upstate. Buffalo, all that, Albany, upstate. So it's totally different.
So since the 10 years before that, you said there was flooding. So how did the community respond? How did the black community respond during that time?
I don't remember because they weren't really affected. It affected the big buildings downtown in Manhattan.
But was there preparation? Was there preparation for it?
No, not really, because it was more like the storm was kind of a surprise, and they thought like, oh wow, it's going to be a problem, and they told people to do all these things. Yes, go to the supermarket, get food, and all these things might happen, but it happened mostly the business district. It didn't really affect a lot in the urban community.
So let me give you a fact about Kenya. Kenya mainly floods because of trash in drainage systems getting stuck.
I seen that in the Dominican Republic. I seen that in Thailand. I understand.
Yeah.
They don't have proper drainage and sewage, but New York in particular, sometimes you get that, it floods down into the train station, but that's controlled a lot. Okay.
I'm going to end it here. Thank you.
But tell me more about the reason why it floods because of garbage.
Right.
How does that, where does it, because, okay, you would say it comes up to the shore, right?
Yeah.
So how does that affect, is it the drainage or is it the garbage coming up to the shore?
Okay, yeah. So I'm hearing a lot of things that you're saying, but when it comes to environmental issues, a lot of the times, if one thing is not solved, then another thing will happen.
Okay.
So in Kenya, we talked earlier about the waste management systems, how a lot of the times there's trash all over, and the drainage systems are not necessarily the best. So once the first season of rain comes in, it pushes all of the trash into there, and now it's hidden underneath the bridges, hidden underneath the roads, and no one's really seeing it. And then 2 weeks later, there's more water that comes in, but there's nowhere for the water to go, which means that everyone gets affected. You know, people are walking, wading in water, cars are being swept away. There's little to no preparation for it. We have always had environmental issues like this, specifically flooding, happening year after year after year. But, you know, there's not a lot of preparation, education on it. which I think is a really pressing concern that we're having, and we're really trying to figure out a solution for it. And we have some articles on our website that are covering a couple of these topics. Yeah.
So, what would you like for me to tell the North?
I would like for you
to share with the North. You know, that's all I could do. You know.
I think one of the things I'd like for you to share with them is that waste is being shipped to African countries, and we do not have the resources necessary to take care of this waste. Even though someone is paying for the waste to go there, it's leading to a lot of environmental injustice. A lot of lives are being impacted, and I think that we can do better as a community and as a global community as well.
But also know where your waste is going.
Right. Right. I have no idea, honestly. And I guess everybody takes that for granted, you know. Are y'all working with anybody from the North to try and solve the problem?
Well, we're yet to form some connections with environmentalists there. So as we work towards that, that would be an amazing connection that we'll have at one point.
I'll definitely spread the word.
Yeah.
It's important, and that's something that you just don't know about unless someone tells you. You know.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for interviewing with us. We appreciate all your insights.
Thank you. And, yeah. So I'm going to share it on my channel, and hopefully, it'll raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, and our Instagram is african.environmental.advisory. From there, you'll find CC, Randall, and I.
Got you.
What's your Instagram?
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, stopped it.
So we'll tag you in it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Great.
Right.
What does he do? Like, what do you do?
I used to, my channel changed from Barber World TV to International Zoe, but being a barber, being from New York, owning barbershops, being an educator, that loves to travel. When I first started traveling, I would go to different countries and visit the barbershops. But it got kind of boring, so I started showing everything, culture, nightlife, and other stuff. So basically, now this part of my life, I just travel around the world, find places that I enjoy, and that's it.
That's cool.
And I share it with my YouTube channel.
Okay. For the people who are still at home
I
chilling,
inspired
they get to live vicariously through you.
Yes, but I inspired a lot of people to travel, and I meet them in different countries. Like, you're the reason I'm here. I love your channel, that kind of stuff.
That's wonderful.
And they always want to see beautiful women all over the world. So I think y'all helping out in that sense. Yeah, cool.
Thank you. We appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
You're welcome. No problem.
How long have you been in Kenya for?
12 days.
How'd you like it so far?
Yeah, I like it. I see what it has the possibilities to be.
All right.
It's growing. My friend here, he made an investment here, and I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
You should.
yeah, I see that it's like right in the middle, because I've been to South Africa, I've been in Tanzania, and it's like right in the middle. Like, now's a good time if you want to
I think
be here.
Kenya's top 2.
Yeah. I've only been to 4, but he says it's number 1. And a few other guys, says it's number 1.
The bracelet, so clearly.
Yeah, I'm representing.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna be back. The only reason why I'm leaving early is because my father passed away a few days ago.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it happened. He was already sick, and he's going to be 84 tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, but so I was going to stay for a month, but my time got cut short. So now I have to come back.
That's true.
It's okay, you'll be back.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you pass by the coast, pass by some of our rural areas to see, community, local country life in Kenya, what that looks like.
Okay, y'all got my Instagram. Y'all gotta school me,
Absolutely.
Give me some information.
There's more to Kenya than Nairobi.
Yeah, of course. I was going to Mombasa. I was supposed to go to Mombasa on Wednesday, but had to change my plan.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you'll enjoy the tuk-tuk ride when you get there.
All right,
That's
thank
for
you.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, y'all have a good day. I'm gonna show y'all the latest style. Cause I've been in the clubs and I see some guys here look terrible, man. everybody here, they don't know the latest styles.
But I'm gonna be real with you. In Africa, South Africa, they kind of the best in the Clippers, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah.
So
But they got a whole bunch of barbershops in South
They
Africa.
nice.
Yeah.
They nice, yeah. We should think
But
about,
they got one big chain. Is it Legends?
Legends.
Yeah, but they got a whole bunch of kids in some of these shops who don't know how to cut.
All right,
and they be sharing clippers and stuff. I've been.
Yeah,
so,
Legends, yeah.
but they got like 100 stores or something. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I do.
You know about Legends?
I know about Legends.
Yeah.
They're good.
Good.
They're good.
Did you go to school? What's your name,
My
brother?
name is Eric.
Eric?
My Instagram page is called the Night Barber 254.
The Night Barber?
Night Barber 254.
Okay, 254.
Yeah.
How long you been cutting here?
I can say this is my 9th year.
Your 9th year?
Yeah.
Hold that. All right, just hold it.
Okay.
Your 9th year of cutting hair.
9th year, my mom taught me how to cut
Your
the
mother
hair.
taught you?
My mom.
That's good.
Yeah, you see? Yeah.
Did you have to go to school? There was barber school here?
No, there are actually some more, but mine is like, it's kind of natural.
Okay. Like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, like that.
But there are schools here,
Yeah, the art schools,
but it's not mandatory.
they are not mandatory.
So how would do you need a license to cut here?
Actually, I can say not quite really, but I'm not that professional. But it's just natural, you know?
Okay.
It's just natural.
Just natural talent.
Yeah.
And you've been cutting for 9 years.
Yeah, you see.
How long you been working here? This looks kind of new, this whole thing.
This is a new thing. Not quite long, but just like, I can say a few months.
Is this a franchise or a one-off?
Okay, this is like is it a franchise? Is it a
This
franchise?
is a franchise with multiple locations.
She knows much more better. This is her own, yeah.
Is it a chain store? Are there more than one?
There are more than one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other branches.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So how long you been working here?
It's been 2
2 years.
2 years.
yeah.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So the logo is like a white guy, so I'm curious. Do you cut a lot of foreigners here? Is this more like a foreigner attraction or
No, for
locals?
both, all of them. I can do Caucasian, I can do African, Indians also.
What's your favorite cut?
I can say most of like Indians,
Indians?
and whites and Caucasian.
You like to use the shears?
Yeah. I used to, but I use
Use the clippers?
yeah, clippers,
Okay.
Clippers and scissors.
Why you like them more? More money or you like?
Not more money,
to
not
show
about
your
money,
skill level?
just the skill level. Because I'm used to the African hairs, so I just want to move to another level.
So it's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a
Cut the
challenge.
different
Yeah.
textures.
Yep.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks. Nice
Thanks.
to meet you.
What
man.
about your name? What's your name?
My name is Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah, the name of my shop is Levels
Okay.
Barbershop.
Levels Barbershop
Yeah,
in New York.
Yeah.
Ah,
You can
okay.
find it if you go on Instagram, everything.
So thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
I'll
it.
follow you back.
All right, yeah. A little bit. So this is Nairobi Street Kitchen. And they got booths and stalls. They got a barbershop in here. They got the clothing, boutique. It's called Urban Nyags. And I heard they have salsa here tonight, so I'm gonna try to hang out a little bit. This is kind of cool. They got these little cushions on the bench. And pick up your meal here. Buttered buns. This is super cool. This bar got the old cassette tapes in their bar. That's dope. That's a dope concept. I did something like that with the CD cases in my studio. He told me the upstairs open at night. There's another boutique, another 2 boutiques. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. And I'm gonna go inside and show y'all what's going on the inside too. And they got some buses here. Maybe this is where the dancing goes on. Fire and Dough pickup here. I wonder if you can go on this bus. can you sit in here and eat? Oh, this you can order here. This is cool. This is dope. Oh wow, they use the back of the bus to as a restaurant. That's dope as hell. So yeah, it looked like they got an art gallery in here. They got these containers as it looks like it's still got room for growth in here too. Mexican street food, cooked by Africans, you know. Little Italy, pasta. Wildlife Works Boutique. Hello. Hi. It's kind of cool. Bird exchange. So you can sit inside here as well. Spirit Mill. So I guess this is it. This looks like the bathrooms are here. So I'll come through here and leave. But yeah, this is nice. Nice. Hello.
Subscribe, snitches!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?